conflict is inevitable in relationships and teams. Today, I'm going to share with you 5 strategies on dealing with conflict. Hi, my name is Anil Jaising. I'm a certified Scrum trainer at Scrum Alliance, Chief Product Owner, Concepts and Beyond, and an adjunct faculty with NYU's graduate program of project management. Let's deep dive into 5 conflict strategies. First one is avoidance. When one adopts the avoidance strategy, they're essentially trying to sidestep or ignore the conflict, hoping it resolves on its own. For instance, imagine a situation where someone is so irate and they are not in a position to listen and they're adamant about their viewpoint. Think about those social situations where discussing politics or religion might ignite unnecessary tension. Or consider a group project scenario where one member's constant criticism is momentarily ignored to meet a deadline. Here, avoidance might just be the most viable strategy, except of course, if you avoid a conflict with a supervisor or a spouse, the ramifications are dire. So avoidance is inherently flawed. It's about timing and context. The second one is accommodation. Here, one is focused on appeasing the opposing party, even if it means sidelining their own needs or desires. The essence of accommodation lies in preserving the relationship. To illustrate, consider you are in a dining situation and you are a vegetarian, but the majority of your friends vote for a steakhouse. Instead of voicing out, you go along hoping to find that one veggie dish on the menu. Or think about a team leader who, to foster unity, goes with the team's choices even if they personally disagree. Or think of a scenario where you find yourself facing a threat, perhaps someone holding you at gunpoint for your belongings. It makes sense to give in, right? Yet continuously allowing others to make choices for you, that's where accommodating might not be a great strategy. Compromise. A middle ground solution that might not cater to everybody's needs entirely, but aims for a general consensus. While compromising can avoid immediate conflict, it sometimes results in solutions that aren't satisfying for all. Picture this. Imagine 2 roommates differing on room temperature. One prefers it chilly, the other warm. They decide on a middle ground setting, or a couple deciding on a vacation spot. One wants the beach and the other the mountains. They eventually settle on a coastal city near the mountains. Lawmakers often find common ground, making concessions in a bill to ensure it gains wider acceptance and gets passed. While this can expedite the legislative process, it might not always be the most holistic solution. Competing. A competing approach is when one party pushes for their agenda at the other's expense. While it may sound aggressive, it's not confrontational upfront. Sometimes it operates in the background. Case in point, think of 2 kids fighting over the remote. Instead of finding a mutual show, one consistently grabs the remote, ensuring they watch their favorite cartoon. Or during a group game night, one player insists on their favorite games every time, dismissing the other's choices. Imagine a workplace scenario where a manager disregards an employee's suggestion, insisting on their approach without considering alternatives. It's not about malice, but about achieving that objective regardless of the means. The 5th strategy is collaboration. A harmonious strategy, collaboration seeks solutions that resonate well with all parties involved, emphasizing mutual benefit. Here's a scenario. Consider 2 chefs collaborating on a fusion dish, merging their culinary experience. Or neighbors with adjoining garden. One loves flowers, the other veggies. Instead of splitting the land, they intertwine their passions, creating a beautiful productive space. Or 2 tech magnates have opposing views on a product feature. Rather than a tug of war, they engage in an insightful dialogue, leading to a revolutionary idea that satisfies both. That's the power of collaboration. Every strategy has its time and place. Evaluating the situation will guide you to the most fitting approach. So what are your thoughts on these strategies? Ever found yourself using one? Or maybe all? Share your insights in the comments. And if this content resonated with you, do hit that thumbs up and subscribe for more enlightening discussions. See you next time.